It's Go Hollywood, and today I'm going to be playing a spicy brew that I created, but not really. But I thought of something, and I want to test it out. We're going to be playing Jeskai Control, and I am taking the idea of Jeskai Lukka, and I am crunching it down into a 60-card deck. We're going to be using Transmogrify. Is it good? Is it busted? I don't know. Probably neither. But what this card does is it does a great Lukka impression. So what this card says is exile target creature. That creature's controller reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a creature card. That player puts that card onto the battlefield, then shuffles the rest into their library. So what we're doing is we are playing a token deck. We have the Birth of Meletis to make 0/4 walls to stop that aggro, gaining us life. We're playing a couple Omen of the Sun, making some 1/1s, gaining some life. And then we're playing some Shark Typhoon, making big ol' sharks. We're also playing 2 Castle Ardenvale, so we have a number of ways to create tokens in this deck. Now, when we have a token on the battlefield, we cast Transmogrify, turning our token for 4 mana into, Dream Trawler. Dream Trawler is an extremely difficult card to answer. It requires very, very, very specific answers. It requires sweeps, it requires sacrifice, if the Trawler is the only thing on the battlefield, of course. And this card will run away with games. So to fill out the rest of the deck, we have 2 Search for Azcanta, just ways to interact as a control deck, just in case we don't draw our Dream Trawler. We're playing 4 Baby Teferi. We want to make sure that when we're doing what we want to do, it's not getting countered. We're playing 2 Deafening Clarion to help shore up some of the aggro matchups, keep the battlefield clear. We're playing Shatter the Sky for the same reason. We're trying out another new card, Teferi, Master of Time. So we're playing 3 mana Teferi, 4 mana Teferi, and 2 5-mana Teferi. We're also playing Elspeth Conquers Death to get back any of our Teferis, also getting back any Dream Trawlers that die. Shark Typhoon and Dream Trawler. For mana base, we have to play a bunch of planes. We are playing 4 Birth of Meletis, so we want to make sure we have enough planes to draw. The deck is mostly blue-white with a mild red splash. We're playing 1 island, 1 mountain, 2 Glacial Fortress, 4 Hallowed Fountain, 2 Steam Vent, a Sulphur Falls, 2 Clifftop Retreat, 3 Sacred Foundry, my bad. My apologies. Sorry. 4 Rogring Triome. Now let's take a look at the sideboard. The sideboard, 2 Red Cat Malay, red aggro, and it be it Gruul, Rakdos, whatever, all over. We want to have answers to that. 2 Aether Gust for the same reason, also green. 2 Disdainful Stroke, 2 Dovin Veto, 2 Mystical Dispute, 2 Narset Parter Veils, 2 more Deafening Clarion, and 1 Heliod's Intervention. So, with that, looking at the deck, let's jump on in and play some ranked and see how we do. That's just soda, by the way. Just don't worry about that. All right. I will definitely play first. Oh, well, that's an easy mulligan. All right, so we're keeping this hand. What are we doing? We have turn 2 Search, we have a Shark Typhoon. I'm keeping the Dream Trawler. I mean, it's our win condition. Because we have Search, we probably don't need to keep the Typhoon. I'd rather keep lands to get to Trawler, so... Lead off with our Tri-Land. Say go. Red. Okay. We need to draw some births, some omens. Some Deafening Clarions. Hopefully they overextend. Couple 1/1s. Well, haste is annoying. We still have 2 lands in hand, so we're gonna go to the graveyard. Sure, I'll take another land. Why not? Boom. A Fanatical Firebrand. Oh, I was gonna say nothing. Light up stage. Look at that. They drew another creature and a land. Okay, well, we're kind of getting flooded out here, so this could be a easy win for our opponent, which is too bad. We do have enough lands to get to the trawler if we get there. Shadow of the Sky, anything really would be nice. Anything but a land. I'd be quite happy. We'll graveyard that. We're not getting anywhere near. Okay, at least Shark Typhoon can block, so we can make a 3/3 and surprise them. It's going to keep us alive, and then we're going to get to cast our Dream Trawler. Alright. Resolve. So, potential... What do we have here? 4. Could be getting Ember Cleaved. If that's the case, we're just pretty dead unless we can find a sweep here. So let's go and make a 3/3. Deafening Clarion could be good. We're going to block the champion. Actually, we're going to block the Steamkin and hope that he's not going to double spell on us so we can Clarion and clean up the board. There's the Ember Cleave, just like we thought. Alright. Omen of the Sun will give us 2 life. Oh, but we just need a shatter. Shatter or bust. Looks like bust. Yeah. Oh well. We had a bad start there. We just drew way too many lands. It is what it is. Alright, so against red, we're bringing in Deafening Clarions, Red Cat Malay, and Aether Gusts. What we're going to cut out is Search for Scantas, Teferi Master of Time. We're going to trim on an ECD, and we're going to trim on a Little Teferi. Shark Typhoon is another card that could potentially be trimmed on, but we want to make sure that we have our token count high. Okay, well this hand also isn't great, but Birth of Meletus is really good at buying us time. It takes a while for them to build up to get over top of it, so I am going to keep this. We do also have enough mana for the Castle Ardenvale to produce 1/1s for a turn before we're able to cast our Dream Trawler, so we're at least not dead in the water with this hand. Alright. Lead with the Steam Vent. No fear. Opponent mulled to 5. Ouch. Ooh, another birth. We are giving all the birth. I'll take that Plains. We now have the lands to cast Dream Trawler. Okay, now we're just looking for a sweep to just wrap this up. Well, there's another land as expected. It's about as expected as can be expected, to be honest. We're going to get double red out. We're going to be able to gain a bunch of life. We're thinning our deck. Oh, look at that. Another land was on top. Okay, well, he's a ways off from casting our Dream Trawler, dirty bugger. We're going to gain some life, and we're going to make another 0-4. Oh. Okay, so Teferi's going to buy us just a smidgen of time. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do it on a Robber of Rich. That's just going to come back anyways. But it's going to take up their turn. Omen of the Sun is fine. That's going to provide more blockers and more life. Just some more pop there. Don't worry about it. A Fry. All right. Well, that's completely okay with us. Well, there's another land. I'm so glad that we have all of those beautiful lands. Once we cast Dream Trawler, though, it's pretty much game. Yep. We're going to surprise our opponent here. And we're going to double block this robber. If they would like to use the Red Cat Malay and sacrifice a land, we're super okay with that. Opponent thinking about it. Oh, sacking a Firebrand. Sure. Alright, here comes Big Daddy. We're at a nice healthy 21 life with a couple 0-4 walls defending. Runaway Steamkin's fine. Well, this is kind of garbage, not gonna lie. That's a great draw. That makes me happy. That's gonna be game over. Booyah! Alright. Now what, opponent? Okay, we're still in it. We got this. It's going to be a lot harder on the draw. I wonder if I'd rather have... This does kill Annex and Embercleave, and it gains life. I'm going to try one Heliod's Intervention. Let's see how that does. Okay, well, Birth is going to get us to 3 lands, so we're going to be able to Teferi. This Transmogrify isn't going to be relevant if we have 2 Trawlers in our hands. It will actually give us a Trawler on turn 4, though, so it might. We're keeping this. We're rolling the dice. Let's do this. Deafening Clarion. Sick draw. Maybe like a untapped land, so I don't have to shock here, would be really cool. No such luck. Okay, so we really want our opponent to not play that card. That is specifically that card. Go figure that they have specifically that card. It's not very often that they don't. But we're still going to sweep the board. I'd rather face a bunch of 1/1s. Looking to fade a Castle Embrith or a Torbrand. Opponent getting busy. We're going to gain a couple life here to give us a little bit of insulation. Okay. Here's the premiere. Okay, there's a Castle Embrith. Another Deafening Clarion would be amazing. It would just be game over. Our opponent's a lot safer to hold back and wait until after we swing to try to get as much value. If they swing now and if all they're going to do is castle, we're gaining 3, we're taking 6. So, I mean, they're only doing 3 damage and losing a creature. That will be their turn. All right, let's go to blocks. There's no removal that they can have that will kill our Dream Trawler. We could actually, yeah, okay. Okay. Teferi, let's go. Opponent potentially has a Fry. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Well, I think I just created the most busted deck that was ever created. Had to have. Aether Gust is awesome here. With all this life gain, we're going to shock in, hold up Aether Gust. Doesn't matter what they play. Let's make sure that we have right mana. Of course we do, because this taps for all of our colors. Cast your Torbrand. No. Okay. Okay. They can do that. Another birth. Let's give birth. Grab that plains. Okay. Well, we're going to give birth again. It's not going to grab plains, but it doesn't matter. It's going to make a wall. It's going to gain... Oh, we do have a plains. My goodness. Oh. Here we go. Kia. Nice. All right. Cast your Torbrand. Opponent just doing some thinking, you know, desperation setting in, and there's reality. All right. Well, that was sweet. All right, let's try it again and see if we can get to that next stage. Yagi bombs, I am ready. Okay, our opponent getting to decide whether they play first. Probably another red deck. Alright, couple birth, shatter. We are definitely insulated against red, so let's do this. Well, there's red. Let's play our tap land. Alright, Scooz Baby. Scooz Baby. Oh, Clifftop Retreat. We don't even have to shock in. Scavenging News doesn't really do a whole lot against us, so I'm not really worried about that. Spellbreaker is a 4/4. Okay. Let's go ahead and just bounce the Spellbreaker. If they want to cast it for 4 again, it can't attack. And we're going to be blocking this Scavenging News all day long. Quest and Beast. There it is. Never didn't have it, right? No worries. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? Probably want to shatter to kill this flippin' thing. Yeah. We got more shatters in hand. We're just gonna shatter, 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 shatter. Hopefully our opponent... Oh, they're trying to kill us dead. Maybe holding back to insulate against more shatters. So let's go ahead and just do this then. We're going to give birth. We don't have anything better to play. So let's just play a Triome. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's play the plane so we can cycle the Triome and try to draw into something here. Maybe our opponent will overextend a little bit more for the shatter. Okay, Bone Crusher. If our opponent has Embercleave, we're kind of in trouble. Okay. It's better than play their hasters here. Unfortunately, we're going to have to kill our 0/4. Okay, well, that actually changes things. If we play Teferi and bounce a Spellbreaker, they have to recommit to it. Well, what's that do for us, though? Let's see. I'd really like to resolve Big Teferi. Yeah, let's play Big Teferi. Let's tuck one of these Spellbreakers and hope they don't have another haste creature in hand. Because if we can keep Teferi out in the battlefield for at least one turn... oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is gonna be sweet. Baby Teferi, we're gonna uptick. We can't play anything else, unfortunately, because we're gonna have to untap and we're gonna cast Shatter the Sky on their turn. Let's go ahead and untap white, red, doesn't matter. Opponent super confused. Oh, nice. Bum bum bum. We have another Shatter in hand, so we can use Little Teferi to continue. Oh, there's Big Daddy. Yeah, Big Daddy. Okay, let's actually draw first. See what we hit. I don't think it matters. Okay, let's actually do some math here. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3. So if we bounce Embercleave, they have to draw land. All right. Untap 2 lands. Thank you. Teferi Master of Time is going to be able to phase. Okay, they're just casting their Embercleave, so that's completely fine. Opponent scoops it up. All right. Gruul, definitely Red Cap Malay. Definitely Aether Gust. Basically, we're playing the same way we did against Mono Red. So let's cut a Shark Typhoon. Search isn't good enough. We will die. I want to keep just as much removal as possible, to be honest. So let's trim. Let's try taking Shark Typhoon right out, actually. Let's keep in other Teferi. It can at least phase something out for a turn. It's probably not overly great, so we're going to trim it by 1. We're going to keep Transmogrify in because it's our premier card, so we want to see how good it really is. I think it's amazing. I got this. Well, thank you, Morello, for actually saying that. I got this hat today from 7-Eleven. I went to buy a Slurpee with the kiddo. I seen it, and boom, done deal. Don't even know how much it was, but it's awesome. Okay, turn 1 Llanowar. No fear, no fear. We're going Birth, we're going Teferi. If we're lucky, we can tick up and shatter. Here we go. Oh, what a delicious draw. What a delicious draw. Questing Beast. Oh, opponent coming in hot. Okay, well, we're going to have to take friggin' 4 again, but, you know, is what it is. We're going to gain a couple life. Yeah. That's a thing. Opponent is scared of us, I think. Definitely fearing our Shatter the Skies. Okay, well, we have sweeps for days. We just need to be able to do what exactly? Okay. If I play Teferi and tick up, if they have a Domri's Ambush, I'm going to be super sad. But if they don't, we are in an amazing position because then we can instant speed. Oh, sure. Oh, opponent. Opponent.
Stand by and watch. Let's try this.
Oh, don't. Oh, they're 1 shy from Ember Cleaving. Ouch. All right. Okay. That's interesting now because if we ECD this fool, yeah, even if they have another one, I don't want to sweep and give them a card. We're going to go like that, and then we're going to exile. Get out of here. Yeah, I'll block that all day long. Sure. Sure. They got nothing against Deafening Clarion. That doesn't even bother me. Okay, so how does this work? Whenever it attacks case, we're going to let them overextend. So we plus.
Don't worry, I got this.
When they move to attacks, boom. We even have another Clarion. Okay, what are we doing here? We probably have to shatter the sky on this friggin' thing. So I'm gonna hold the Triome in case they don't do anything I care about. That's okay. They have 3 creatures, so if they actually eat creatures to the point of not being able to attack the next time through, we're just going to block the Scavenging Ooze and bounce the Teferi. Sure. Like, we can make 1/1s and jump this thing all day long. Ember Cleave. So now we have to actually shatter, which is super annoying. Okay, there's a Transmogrify, so end step castle.
Might be a bad idea.
If they draw a creature, we have Shatter and Deafening Clarion at the ready. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is what is up. Let's make sure we actually attack first, because that would be silly not to. Or am I sure? I am definitely sure. Let's go ahead and bounce this Ember Cleave. Oh, nice. Any creature they play, it's super dead. That's okay. Oh, Kia! Sweet. Platinum tier 2, just like that. Well, that was a lot of fun. We beat Red, we beat Gruul, and we haven't even played Control yet, and there's a ton of answers to Control in the sideboard. I would love to play against some Control so we can see how good this deck is. Proaldo. That's a scary name. It's got pro in it. Must be good. Well, we don't have a turn 2 play. We're on the draw. Like, I mean, this deck kind of starts on turn 3 anyways. So we're keeping. Hopefully they're not super aggressive. Don't be red again. Don't be red. Don't be red. Oh ho ho. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. Okay. They could be a ramp deck. It's not aggro though, so. Growth Spiral. Sounds good. And they play nothing. Okay, are we playing against Bant Control, possibly? There's no way we're not jamming Teferi anyways, because that's all we have going on. Frilled Mystic would kind of suck here. Thassa's Intervention. Okay, well, Can't do anything about that. At least they're not drawing cards off of that. Blast Zone. There's an Uro. So we're going to get to resolve our Teferi and start digging for things for us. When they cast Uro, we have the ECD to back it up. That's if this resolves. They have something. Okay, just a growth spiral. That's super okay. Don't really care about that. Just get rid of a shock land. So this turn, we're just wanting our opponent to dig around to get their Uro out so we can ECD it. Tamio, I will also ECD. What are they grabbing? Probably digging for Ugin. Maybe they're playing Ulamog in their deck too. Hard to say. Wilderness Reclamation. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Deafening Clarion just doesn't do enough in this matchup, so it can just go. It can just get out of here. Just like Tamio. Our opponent pausing, so I don't know what they have. Growth Spiral, maybe? What the heck? Okay, so they're blinking. Yeah. We're gonna draw. We can just get rid of this Plains. Birth can just give us another one. Three mana Teferi is going to be really good if they are playing Wilderness Reclamation. They do have a Blast Zone out, so... There's the Tameo.
The moon looks intriguing tonight.
Yep.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
Here comes Uro. Okay, draw. We have 2 red, so we can just discard a mountain. We're only a red splash, don't need that. We still have the island. We have a Dream Trawler. The only thing is we can't play it right now. We're gonna play our land for turn. Our opponent still has 7 cards in the bin, which is kind of bad. I'd like to be able to Teferi bounce this Elspeth to get both these threats. They're kind of both really good for our opponent right now. Uro is the immediate threat though, unfortunately. So we just have to take out this Uro. Okay, Omen of the Sun probably not doing a lot in this matchup, so it can go. Oh, geez, Louise. I just thought of something. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to pitch Dream Trawler and reanimate it. I can't believe I almost didn't think of that. I don't even have to cast this freaking thing. Yeah. What's our opponent going to do with it? Uptick +1. We're going to get to have a couple turns coming up right away, so it's pretty awesome. Draw a card. So now we're getting maximum value out of this. There's the Dream Trawler. Man, that feels good. Let's go ahead and Teferi. Looking to fade a counter spell. Yeah, that's fine.
Let's slow this.
So now we're gonna bounce our ECD so we can recast it. Now, the question is, what do I want to do here? I can shark for 2. I need to be able to pressure this Tameo. This flippin' Tameo's going to bring back Wilderness Wreck here. Target creature. Yeah, just creature. What are we going to do? Let's just get out Search. And activate Teferi. Okay, so Teferi we can take 2 extra turns. Okay, they're not bringing anything back, which is really good for us. Because we have this ECD. Yeah, just trying to fade a Nexus. Teferi's ability, though, allows us to tick up and stay alive. Okay, so he's going for it. So we're taking 2 extra turns.
Time's up, too.
Yeah, baby.
Here's a constructive use of time.
Yeah, baby. What set should you buy with gold? Ikiora was an amazing set. Ikiora, I recommend personally. It has the Tri-lands and a lot of cards that are being played in Standard right now. So if you were to only buy one set, I would recommend Ikiora for sure. Okay, there's a Reclamation. They can't Nexus because we have Teferi out, so... Going up to 3, they're going to get to take... Yes! Okay. Deafening Clarion, not great. They're playing... Okay, so let's think about this. Heliod's Intervention. So Narset for sure. We're bringing in Disputes, they're banned. We're bringing in the Vetoes. Disdainful Stroke seems good. Aether Gust seems alright. So Aether Gust and Heliod's Intervention are interesting trends. Mogrify. They got to be playing counter spells, so I think that we're going to actually cut that. Omen of the Sun doesn't seem good enough. They do have Uros, but they're not applying a ton of pressure. Birth could potentially be trimmed. So how do we deal with Uro? Right now, Elspeth Conquers Death is our only way, so let's definitely cut 2 Shatters. I'm going to fit in these 2 Aether Gusts and trim on 2 Births. So they're playing Bant. They could be, like, they could shut us down with Teferi. So is Heliod's Intervention good enough? That's the question. Probably, I think, is the answer. But I mean, we didn't need it that matchup. They're playing a lot of Planeswalkers too, so we have a couple bounces. We have Strokes. Nah, you know what? I'm not gonna bring that in. Let's just try it like this. This feels good. Okay, Dovin's Veto, awesome. Narset, awesome. Shark Typhoon to pressure their Teferi's probably good enough. We're keeping this. Let's go. Stroke, awesome. We have all the awesome things. So the only thing we need now are lands. Just casting that growth spiral, hey? Okay, so they could reclamation. We're gonna play a castle and pass the turn. Definitely not playing search into reclamation, otherwise the game could just be over. Okay, we still don't have lands. We really need to hit another land. We're gonna cycle the Shark Typhoon for 0. Okay, opponent not doing anything. Let's cycle this. Pay 0. Yep. Okay, land. Oh, crud. Okay. Now we're kind of in trouble. That's 100% fine. Unfortunately, they're going to get to draw 2 cards from that. But I just cannot tap out. I needed a land there so bad. We're going to get rid of this Search for Ascana. It's not going to do anything. Keep our counter spells. We have to veto this. Looks like our opponent's holding up their own veto. Land. Oh, bugger. Okay. Now, if they have their own veto, holding up stroke's not going to matter, so we're actually just going to jam Narset here. There's the veto. At least it's out of their hand. Okay, there's a reclamation we can't do anything about. We kind of just didn't draw any lands. Kind of sucks. Yeah, just missing on lands there is going to cost us this game, which is too bad.
Past never forgotten.
3, 4, 5, 6. What does that matter? Shark Typhoon. Oh, Thassa's Intervention. Okay, well, we're not like... I don't even know how they're going to win. Like, they're not playing Expansion Explosion. There's a land. We can potentially double counter, so... This Tameo needs to be dealt with, though. We do have to bait this veto out of their hand. They're gonna counter Teferi, so let's just get it out. No. Okay. Now we're rolling here. Okay, we have to get rid of this Narset. I think we have to actually keep the Shark Typhoon because they can't veto it, and that's going to be able to apply pressure for us.
To the library.
There's a Shifting Ceratops. Okay, so Shatter the Sky is something viable to have. Yep. Let's go ahead and... Okay, there's Little Tef. They're definitely going to be countering that. Let's get rid of one of these strokes. They already have Reclamation resolved, so stroke isn't going to be as good. Okay. There's nothing we can do, unfortunately. So there's a veto. That's fine. Let's go ahead and see if we can hit a untapped land. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of Birth here. These Shark Typhoons are gonna be how we win the game. This Tameo's gonna get to go a little nuts though, so that's fine. Scanta's flipped.
Let me aid your research.
Okay, a couple whiffs is good for us here. We need some more land. Well, we can't stroke that, unfortunately, so see if we hit an Aether Gust. I think this game's pretty much over. Again, we just had way too many. We missed land drops too many turns in a row. Yep.
Back's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Yep. If they have an answer for this, we're just dead. Okay, no answer. Alright, what are we doing here? Tamio's gonna go up to a 4. We can't really kill it anyways. We have to have our opponent whiff 2 more times. Okay, they're returning. Okay. Interesting.
I have learned much from my ancestors.
Yeah. They'll be smart to hold back their shark. They're just going for... They smell blood. We get to kill this shark token, and then we get to kill Tamio. So if we can find a sweeper, then we could actually recover. We have a Teferi in hand, so... Also need to fade a Nexus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay, that's game. Yeah. Almost had it there. We were stabilizing. Okay. So birth doesn't seem good enough. Yeah, they have enough creatures that we're gonna bring back in those shatters. And hopefully we, well, birth does prevent missing land drops like that. Like how clutch was that, you know? Like if we would have had just hit another land. Oh. Well, this is half of what we need. We're going to keep it. We got 4 lands. That's a start. There's a trawler. Oh. What is in their hand? We're just gonna wait till we hit one more land. I want to do it now, but we just need one more. Okay, they're obviously ticking Blast Zone up to 3. They know Baby Teferi is the best card against them. But if they just counter it, it doesn't really help us either, so go ahead and tick your Blast Zone up. Okay, I'd like land drop, please. Don't care about that. Oh, there's our land drop. The only thing is now they're going to get to resolve... Oh, I should have shattered the sky there.
Let's slow this down.
Talking ECD, really? Oh my gosh. Well, let's get out our Teferi. The only thing is, if they have another stupid shifting Ceratops, that kind of sucks. We have to be able to deal with this Teferi, though. We're going to get that ECD back. Our opponent ramping, playing all the lands. Okay, we can talk that. That's not so bad. That's fine. We have another one back up. Okay, this is the question. How good is Dream Trawler going to be if we just get Dream Trawler down? Are you kidding me? We have a Shatter to kill any shifting Ceratops. So, even if we have to take a hit, whatever. Another one. Sure. I can't see how they don't have a Nexus. We might not get a turn again.
Let's skip to the good.
I should have just played Teferi and held up Aether Gust, I think. Oh, wow. Okay. We're just dead. Yep. Not so bad. That was a close match. Maybe just a mild sequencing issue for me. If I would have played Baby Teferi and held up, and if I would have just waited to have more mana to cast that Dream Trawler, I think the key to winning a matchup like that is... Thanks, buddy. It is a nice hat. The key to winning that matchup is being able to double spell. You have to be able to answer their threats while applying pressure. So tapping out for Dream Trawler, we learned here was a mistake. Transmogrify. We kicked the crap out of Mono Red and Gruul aggro with this card, getting Dream Trawlers. It's awesome. I think this deck is really good, actually. I think besides that little bit of misplaying that I did, I think this deck is awesome.